Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and today I got my E-flite Commander, and I've set it up with my new transmitter, so we're going to try that out. We do have a little bit of wind. See if you guys can see that over there. It's not real bad. You can see it's hanging down pretty decent right now, but for the most part, it's coming out of the south, so we're going to take off this way. We do have somebody's truck sitting over here. We're gonna have to make sure we don't get anywhere close to that when we're landing. We're gonna fly this E-flite Commander and have a good time. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. All right, I'm in middle rates. If I remember right, that's what I liked on the other radio. Throttle cut off. Let's go one click on the flaps for the takeoff. I mean, we got all this wind and plenty of room, but we got them, so let's use them. Let's go. Nice, smooth takeoff and safe, guys. That's full left aileron, and safe is keeping me from banking any farther. Use a little bit of rudder to keep it in front of me. You can see super smooth and nice and slow with the flaps down. In fact, let's cruise like this for just a little bit. It's a little different, you know. It's kind of fun to have a different type of flight for once. So let's just do some nice slow cruising with the Commander. Not even half throttle with the one click on the flaps. You can see it's climbing just a little bit even. If I give it some up elevator in these turns. Safe is not letting it bank too far. Keeping lots of airspeed under the wings even though it's barely moving. Pretty cool. That's pretty fun to do, actually. That's why I haven't turned them flaps off yet. This is kind of different for me, you know. I don't usually get to fly like this too often. I could, I guess, anytime I really want to. The airplane's capable, but I just don't usually do it. I'm usually zipping around trying to do rolls and loops and that kind of thing. So on this, try to bring it down here on this next pass, get it a little bit lower, even though we got a little breeze going on. I'm circling out a little farther so that I can get it down here in front of me. Here we go, backing the throttle off. It's sinking down. So I don't think this is a kiting style type of airplane. I don't think kiting would go well, but with safe on and a one click on the flaps, you can see how gentle it's flying. We could probably do a nice, easy touch and go with this like this. We don't get too slow here. A couple little hops, but super floaty on those hops. You can see how slow it climbed out of there. The wind has picked up just a little bit, of course, fighting it on that back stretch because it's not exactly along with the parking lot. It's kind of at an angle here. And I'm kind of forcing it to come straight across, but there we got the roll. Taking it up just a half throttle for that climb out. Flying it on 4S 3200 Spectrum. It's a Gen 1 battery with the balance lead. Just super cruising with the flaps on. That's kind of fun. Let's turn those flaps off. We'll pick the pace up just a little bit. We'll bring it down here. This next pass, we'll get her moving. Here we go, lining it up, letting it sink down. Oh, I forgot. I still had it in safe. I was trying to roll. All right, safe is off. I was wondering what was going on. There's that rollout turn that I love to do. It's hard to do with safe on, of course. A really cool variation of that rollout turn is, I kind of showed it there on that last pass. You roll it, you climb out of it a little bit, get some altitude like this and do it, and then the roll down is that's a cool variation. I love doing that too. I don't do it very often, but it looks pretty cool because you climb up and then you roll and dive. Not a complete dive, kind of an angle dive. You can go straight into that knife edge from that. This airplane, man, that was booking. I was like 3/4 to 90% on that throttle. Take it up into the stall, giving it the rudder. Oh, it didn't like the full turn, but I got it. My timer is already telling me the 5 minutes are up. Did all that putting around. We gotta do a loop, right? Can't have a flight with the Commander without a loop. Man, this thing just kicking on the loops. This is my first time flying it on setup in this transmitter. Now I did just download the Bind and Fly profile, which is what I did with the NX6, and it feels just the same. I put the rates are already set up on channels. I moved them all to one switch, so they all change at the same time. I got aileron set up with 30% expo and all the rates, and I think 25% expo on the elevator. It feels great. It actually feels better than whatever I had set up on the NX6, or maybe it's just the way the controls feel on this controller. It is a little bit nicer than the NX6, of course. Let's throw those flaps back down to 1 click. We don't need to. And just for giggles, we'll go to safe again to make this wind less effective on the airplane as I bring it in for hopefully a nice smooth landing. Well, look at that, like 20 bounces. We can't end like that. We are a minute over on the timer, but I think with the 4S 3200 we can probably go probably 7 minutes or more. So I just got to get it a little bit slower. I was probably still moving way too fast for the landing. Here we go, bringing it around just a little bit so I can turn it back into the wind. Here we go, just like that, perfect. Still a bounce, but not too bad. That time it looked a little better. Not great, but still better. And of course the airplane goes home in one piece. That's always the goal. No damage. And man, the Commander, man, it is a lot of fun. I love this airplane. I'm not really sure why I got rid of the red one. If I had the red one, I'd still have the blue one. This thing is awesome. I'm just loving flying, guys, and hopefully you guys appreciate all the flying that I'm doing for you guys, and I appreciate all your support. Big thanks to the Lord for giving me a day where I can get out here and fly and enjoy this hobby, and a big thanks to all the Patreons and the members here on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.